Welcome back, everybody, to Riverhawks TV here at Champion Car Wash Field in beautiful Roseburg, Oregon. Game 2 of today's doubleheader getting ready to start between the Riverhawks and the visiting Chemeketa Storm. I'm Joey Keeran. Game 1, a 3-0 victory for Chemeketa on top of the Riverhawks. And now they look to try and pull off a road sweep. Let's introduce you to the starting lineup for Game 2 of today's twin bill. Liam Irish will lead things off starting at third base. Drew Rice at batting second, starting at shortstop. Slater Suma in right field will bat third, followed by Dylan Cuff, the DH, batting cleanup. Broden Curtis, the left fielder, will bat fifth. Joe Vaccaro, the center fielder, hitting sixth. At first base, batting seventh, Nick Crawford. Hitting eighth is Ty Sheldon, the catcher. And rounding out the starting nine will be Owen Sawney, the second baseman. DH being utilized for the starting pitcher. On the other side for the Umpqua Riverhawks, defensively here in Game 2, Ben Allen behind the plate. Jackson Marble at first, Jackson Thompson at second. On the left side of the diamond, it's Aiden Metzger at third and Taylor Davis at short. In the outfield from left to right, Jack Pierce, Shiloh Wilson, and Caden Cooner. They will look to support today's Game 2 starter on the mound. That is Camden Hartzell. Cam Hartzell will get the start here in Game 2. He had a heck of a performance in his last outing against Lynn Benton on Sunday. And the big right-hander from right here in Roseburg, Oregon, pumps in a first strike, and we are underway in Game 2. A little earlier than the anticipated start time here at 2:18. So a strike one against the lefty Liam Irish, who will take high and away. A 1-1 count for Camden Hartzell. Hartzell, a sophomore, 6'2", 205. The righty delivers the 1-1, and he blows it by Irish. Swing and a miss. Hartzell coming in with a .9 ERA. Does not have a, I think they need to correct it still. He did get the win in that game against Lynn Benton as he gives up a line drive right to the shortstop, playing it perfectly. Taylor Davis robs it out of the air to take one away from Liam Irish. One down.
Next batter, number 12, Drew Rice.
That ball at the shortstop. Davis was able to leap up and make the grab there just in time for the putout. One down, it brings up Drew Rice, who's moved up in the order here in Game 2. And a late decision to do so. He takes a strike on the outside corner. So 1-0 record on the season for Cam Hartzell, by the way. Finish my thoughts on that. He was not credited with the win, according to the stat keeper from Lynn Benton when they played up there. And coach was telling me they were going to work on getting that corrected, but he should have been the winning pitcher. So he does have one win on his total in 10 innings worked. It's got an 0-2 count here. And a ground ball right side, backhanded by Marble, the first baseman. Over to cover is Hartzell. And the pitcher playing defense. 3-1 the put out. Marble fields on the backhand. Gets it to Hartzell just in time to retire Drew Rice. Drew Rice moving up in the lineup. He was originally scheduled to be in the 6th spot in the lineup. But a late scratch, Kyle Scheller, comes out of the game, so they had to shuffle some things around just before things getting started here for Game 2. 2 away, nobody on base. Slater Suma, the lefty, takes a strike to begin his at-bat. Suma in right field here in Game 2 once again. Swings through for strike 2. Slater Suma in Game 1 had a double, a ground rule double into the right field corner. He's behind 0-2 in his at-bat. Hartzell delivers strike 3, gets a swing and a miss, and he will put him up and knock him down as he gets a strikeout to finish it off. His first punch out here in the ball game. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base as we are through 1 inning of play. We'll keep it right here as we get ready to introduce you to the starting lineup for the Umpqua Riverhawks in Game 2. The Umpqua Riverhawks starting 9 will have Taylor Davis leading things off for the Riverhawks, followed by, he'll be at shortstop, followed by Shiloh Wilson. In center field, Jackson Thompson, the second baseman, batting third. Jackson Marble, the first baseman, hitting cleanup. Jack Pierce, the left fielder, batting fifth. It's Jack there through the middle of the lineup, the heart of the order there. Tristan Wallace, the DH, will hit in the sixth spot. Batting seventh is Aiden Metzger at third base. The catcher, Ben Allen, will bat eighth, and hitting ninth is Caden Kunert, the right fielder. That is the look at the starting lineup for the Umpqua Riverhawks. They will face off against Remy Daravivan, the starting pitcher for the Chemeketa Storm. And we'll get you a look at them defensively here in just a second as they get ready to take the field here in the bottom of the first in a scoreless ball game. It's turning into a much nicer day here this afternoon. Some of the clouds are starting to give way just a little bit. Still a mostly cloudy day out here, but the rains have held off after we had a bit of a wet start to the ball game. We're looking at temperatures in the upper 40s, I do believe. Take a look at that here. Leading off, Taylor Davis takes the first pitch for strike one. Davis hitless in game one. Swings through for strike two on the pitch from Daravivan. The 0-2 swung on and missed. And down on strikes goes Davis.
Next batter, number 5, Shiloh Wilson.
So quick strikeout for the starting pitcher for Chemeketa, Remy Daravivan. One out, nobody on. We are sitting at 48 degrees. First pitch, strike one. It's been nothing but strikes to start things off here for Chemeketa's starting pitcher. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive towards center field will get down in front of the center fielder. That's Joe Vaccaro, and that'll be a good chance for us to introduce you to the starting defense for the visiting Chemeketa Storm. Looking around the diamond, behind the plate, Ty Sheldon, Nick Crawford at first, Owen Sawney at second. On the left side, Liam Irish at third, and Drew Rice at short. And we'll get you the rest here in just a second. Don't want to miss any of the action. Swing and a miss. Put that back up there for you. In the outfield from left to right, Broden Curtis in left, Joe Vaccaro in center, and Slater Suma in right field. The starting pitcher, Remy. And it is Daravivan on the mound. Pickoff throw to first base was not in time to try and get Shiloh Wilson, who continues to hit well. Wilson taking over in center field here in game two for the Riverhawks. For Tristan Schaefer, who's been pretty much the staple and the anchor out there in center field. Another pickoff throw to first. Wilson did get picked off in game one, so I don't want to see that again here in game two. He got picked off at second base after a double. But Wilson had 2 hits in game one. He's got another hit here in game two. Breaking ball carries outside on the 0-2 pitch for Jackson Thompson, the second baseman. Remy Daravivan. Daravivan, I think, is more accurate. Runner going on the 0-2. The ball is lifted towards shallow center field. Going to have to race back. No, that ball got dropped, and now having to get to second base, and out at second will be Wilson. Going to a knee in center field, and now getting some shades from the left fielder. They'll make the adjustment. Out in center field, Vaccaro. Watch that one. He went to a knee and tried to make the catch right above the turf. And it ended up squirting out of his glove, and so it dropped on safely as Thompson, but Shiloh Wilson was racing back to first, assuming the catch was made. He had no chance to, with his back turned, to see that it had squirted out late, and he had to race over to second base, but had no chance to get there. Swing and a miss on the 0-1 pitch for Jackson Marble, the first baseman, batting cleanup. So reaching on an error is Thompson. Out at second base was Wilson. Pitch bounces outside. Thompson had a good jump and will get a chance to get into second base on the 1-2 pitch. Behind the plate, Ty Sheldon got a chance to throw down to second, but it was behind as he had to scoop that one off the turf first. The 1-2 pitch fouled back, staying alive is Marble. So pitch in the dirt allows Thompson to get into scoring position. And a 1-2 pitch now to Marble, trying to see if he can get the first run of the game for the Riverhawks. No, swing and a foul tip into the glove for strike 3. So a scoreless bottom of the first inning for the Umpqua Riverhawks as we now head to the second in a 7-inning ball game here. Riverhawks get 1 hit but no runs. There was an error and 1 man left on base. Go to the second inning on Riverhawks TV. Top of the second inning, scoreless ball game here between the Riverhawks and the Storm. First pitch from Cam Hartzell out there for his second inning of work. Low and outside for ball 1 as he will face the 4, 5, 6 hitters. Dylan Cuff leading off. 1-0 pitch. Hit to the right side. Diving stop in the outfield grass for Jackson Thompson. Gets it to first base in time. Nice way to start out things defensively here in the second inning for the Riverhawks. Diving stop in the outfield grass for Jackson Thompson. Robs one away from Dylan Cuff. The Riverhawks have had some good defense to get things started here this afternoon in game 2. 1-0 count to get things started for Broden Curtis, the left fielder, a lefty in the lineup. They've been able to field lineups with quite a few lefties out there for Chemeketa. Taking outside, a 2-0 count. 1-2-3 inning in the first for Camden Hartzell. Right-hander looking for his second win of the season, looking to try and pitch his team to another big win in game 2 of a doubleheader. Pitch outside, and the count goes to 3-0. Well, he falls behind here against Curtis, the 5-hitter in the lineup, with 1 out and nobody on. Fires in a strike to keep the at-bat going. We did not see Curtis in game 1. Swings through on the 3-1. He had the hitter's count, and boy, did he try to take advantage of it, but he swings out of his shoes for strike 2. Shouldn't speak too ill of it. He's a graduate of my alma mater, Barlow High School, class of 2025. The 3-2 pitch takes low and outside for ball 4. First base runner on for the Storm. So man on at first base. It's the first walk here in game 2, and that is just the second time that a UCC pitcher has given up a walk here today. With 1 out, a man on at first looking for a ground ball for them try and turn one for Cam Hartzell. Pitch is low for Hartzell. His middle infielders, Taylor Davis and Jackson Thompson, ready to try and turn two out there. Vaquero, the center fielder, was in the 9 hole, but with the late scratch of Kyle Scheller, he moves up into this 6th spot in the lineup. He takes high and inside. He's ahead 2 balls, no strikes, with Broden Curtis over at first base. 2-0 is fouled back for strike 1. Game 2 of today's doubleheader. Some darker clouds kind of hovering off in the distance here. Sun seems to have gone back behind the clouds a little bit more. 2-1 from Hartzell. Gets another swing and a miss for strike 2. Cam with a man at first and 1 out. 2-2 delivery. Breaking ball pulled towards short. In front of it, Davis goes the short way for 1. The throw to first will not be in time. Out at second base, sliding right into the bag was Curtis. And they're going to call interference. I thought that Curtis slid right into the bag, but he did interrupt the throw by Thompson, excuse me. I'm not sure I'm going to get a chance to catch that on replay. Well, here we go. They are going to talk about it here for a second. As it stands right now, it's going to be a double play, and I don't think it's going to get overturned. Vaquero into a 6-4-3 double play. They do call the interference there, as you see on the replay. So 6-4-3 double play because of the interference out at second base. And that'll wipe things off, and still just the minimum in this one for Cam Hartzell and the Riverhawks. No runs, no hits, there were no errors, and nobody left on base. The double play keeps this one a scoreless ball game as we head to the bottom of the second. This is Riverhawks TV. Pierce, Wallace, and Metzger due up here in the second inning for Umpqua as they take on Remy Daravivan. Remy will miss high and away, a 2-0 count. Taking a look at his numbers this season, it's his 4th appearance, his 3rd start of the year. He's came into today throwing 11 1/3 innings. Gets a swing and a miss on the 2-0 pitch to Jack Pierce. Pierce first at bat of the day for the lefty. Daravivan has a 3.18 ERA coming into the matchup. 13 strikeouts to just 6 walks in his 11 1/3 innings. But he does not have a win or a loss so far. Falls behind 3-1 here against Pierce. The lefty will take high for ball 4. And the Riverhawks will get a runner on base for a second consecutive inning. Unfortunately, did not manage to take advantage of it in the first inning. But here in the bottom of the second, they'll have a man on to lead things off. UCC trying to get their first run of the day, shut out 3-0 in game 1. First pitch showing the bunt and then spinning out of the way. Taking high, Tristan Wallace will have a 1-0 count. Wallace, the DH in game 2 after playing at first base in game 1. Showing the bunt again. He'll put it down. It goes back to the mound, fielded, and over to first. They will get the out on the sac bunt. Daravivan Gets it to Crawford at first base. Wallace does the job. One away, and Pierce is up to second base into scoring position. That brings up Aiden Metzger, the third baseman, swinging away, and he takes a chop at the first pitch. Does not connect. He falls behind 0-1. Metzger, 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2. Metzger in the opener, got on base twice, hit by a pitch and walked. He also had a strikeout, goes 0 for 1 officially. He's got the 0-2 count with a man at second base. Takes above the zone, over the plate, but a bit high there for Dara Vivon. Remy is out of Alaska, Lathrop High School, class of 2025 in the Fairbanks area up there. Breaking ball missing low and outside, carries just off the edge of the plate. He was a 3-year varsity starter, quite the hitter, but has focused on pitching here. Hit .438 as a senior in high school. Gets a ground ball chopper up the middle. Moving up to third will be the runner from second as the throw goes to first. Pierce gets into third base. Metzger retired as Drew Rice charges in. The shortstop makes the put out. 2 down, but the Riverhawks with the go-ahead run 90 feet from home. That would be their first run of the day. Ben Allen will stand in. First action for him on the afternoon. He takes high. Allen coming into the matchup, batting .222. He's played in 4 games, had 9 at-bats. His 1-0 pitch is low for a 2-0 count. The kickback out of University of Portland, out of Kaiser, Oregon. Played at McNary High School. Around late on a pitch over the plate, fouls it back for strike 1. Allen batting out of the 8-hole, catching here in game 2. The 2-1. Got around on the pitch inside, got jammed, sends it high in the air down the right field line. Long run out there, reaching out for it. Sumo will make the catch, and that'll retire the side. Riverhawks leave a man stranded at third as we will head to the top of the 3rd inning. Here in the bottom of the 2nd, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Back in a moment for the top of the 3rd inning on Riverhawks TV.
For Chemeketa to lead off the top of the 3rd inning, number 13, Nick Crawford.
Bottom 3rd of the order coming up for Chemeketa here as we start the 3rd inning. Cam Hartzell still out there dealing for the Riverhawks. First pitch in for strike 1 to Nick Crawford, the first baseman. Crawford had one of the big plays in Chemeketa's win over SWAC on Sunday. Takes a breaking ball, does not miss too much inside. That pitch had some nasty movement to it. Nick Crawford had an RBI double in the 5th inning in game 2. that gave Chemeketa a 1-0 lead in what ended up being a 2-0 victory. It's another pitch just off the inside corner for Hartzell. He falls behind 2-1. A couple of exciting games there against SWAC for Chemeketa. Game 1 of our doubleheader was an interesting one. It was a pitch over the plate for strike 2. Despite the fact that the Riverhawks go scoreless, they were able to. That game was close and competitive. They had some opportunities, just couldn't come up with any clutch hits. 2-2 count now. Hartzell delivers and misses outside. Full count pitch here for Hartzell. And he will miss low and outside for ball 4. Second walk that he has given up today. Last time gave up a walk, and they were able to get a double play to help him clear the bases. This time it's a leadoff walk that he gives up. And now Ty Sheldon, the 8-hitter, the catcher, will stand in. Sheldon, originally committing to UCC out of Liberty High School. Shows a bunt, gets it down third base side. It is Metzger that comes up with it. He'll get the throw to first. And a nice job by Marble to look the runner back to second, as the Riverhawks had a lot of guys racing to cover third base, as Metzger came charging in and third base was left wide open. Sack bunt put down by Sheldon. Quick at bat for him. One away. Crawford moves up to second base, and it brings up the 9-hitter, Owen Sawney. Sawney will take ball 1.
Now batting number 9, Owen Sawney.
Sawney seeing his first action of the day. Didn't play in game 1. The freshman out of McDaniels High School in Portland. Runner off the bag out at second. Got to throw it. Didn't get it there in time. Hartzell hung on to the ball too long. Was trying to run towards the bag and get the runner back towards committed going to second. He did that, just hung on to the baseball too long. Had an opportunity to pick off the runner at second. Couldn't complete it. Sawney at the plate with the 1-0 count. Swings through on the hard fastball. Sawney, an honorable mention All-State selection after his senior season, also earning first-team All-League honors at McDaniels. One of the top hitters in the PIL during his senior season. He fouls one back. Portland Interscholastic League up there, the Metro League, or Metropolitan League, that includes all the schools out of the Portland area. McDaniel, previously known as Madison High School. They changed the name not that long ago. 1-2 delivery. Breaking ball swung on and missed. That was nasty in there by Hartzell. He'll get his second strikeout, 2 away. And for the first time here today, Cam Hartzell will face a 4th batter in an inning.
Now batting number 23.
He's got 2 outs. He'll face Liam Irish, the leadoff man, for a second time. Irish lined out to shortstop his first time up. Soft liner that was played perfectly by Taylor Davis. Had to time the jump at the right time. Low and outside, ball 1 to the lefty. Chemeketa scoring a run with 2 outs in the 5th inning in game 1. Didn't end up needing it, but it was a little insurance for him. As the ball pops out of the glove for Allen, taking advantage, Nick Crawford will move up to third. Pass ball, putting a runner 90 feet from home. So far today, Chemeketa has been the team that's been more opportunistic. Riverhawks have not really had much of a chance to take advantage of situations. 2-0 delivery to Irish. Fouls off a pitch for strike 1. The 2-1 pitch. Foul tip, that one off the catcher for strike 2. Kind of seems like maybe some areas around us here might have been experiencing a little bit of drizzle there. Some darker clouds off in the distance. Looked like they were dropping some rain, but we staying dry here. Had rain to start out the day, but that's been it. There's a 2-2 pitch. Low on the breaking ball. So we've been blessed by Mother Nature to stay fairly dry here today. Turf field able to handle some of the water. Chemeketa will be able to have that luxury here soon. 3-2 pitch. And it beans it. Would have been ball 4, but Irish stands in the box, does not give way. It hits him on the front hip, and he will head down to first base. First hit batter for Hartzell. Cam will try to settle back in here. Drew Rice will bat. Rice grounded one to first base for the second out of the first inning. The last time he was up to bat. Stands in with runners at first and third and 2 away. Scoreless ball game. Top of the third inning. Pitch outside, and Allen does a nice job to keep it in front of him. Chemeketa having artificial turf installed at their home field. They have not really, they haven't played a true home game, but they've really been on the road quite a bit. It's a 1-0 count. Ground ball, third base side. It's Metzger with it. He'll throw it at the second just in time to get the out at second base. Irish goes diving into the bag, but can't beat out the throw. So that'll finish it off. The Riverhawks get through a little bit of a jam there, and they keep it a scoreless ball game. Here in the top of the third, no runs, no hits. There were no errors, and you had 2 runners left on base. Go to the bottom of the third inning. The Umpqua Riverhawks looking to try and take their first lead of the day on Riverhawks TV. Bottom of the third inning, the Umpqua Riverhawks and the Chemeketa Storm in a scoreless tie as a ground ball on the first pitch of the frame goes up the middle, fielded by Owen Sawney at second base. And Caden Coonert, the leadoff man here in the third for the Riverhawks, his first at-bat of the day, grounds out 4-3 to start things off. Top of the order coming up for the Riverhawks, Taylor Davis and Shiloh Wilson, your 3 scheduled hitters here in the third for UCC. Remy Daravivon on the mound, works in a breaking ball for a strike. 0-1 count. Inside pitch, check swing off the handle for strike 2, fouled back to the backstop for Davis. So Davis starts out the season with a 9-game hit streak. He has gone hitless in his last 2, trying to break that up here. The 0-2 pitch, inside with the breaking ball. Daravivon, been impressive out there so far. 6-footer, 185 pounds. He bats left-handed, but throws right-handed. Has not picked up the stick here today as the starting pitcher. Misses inside, a 2-2 count. No activity in either bullpen here as we're reaching the midway point of this contest. 7-inning ball game in game 2 of our doubleheader. Daravivon has gotten out to the 0-2 lead, but then loses it as he misses the zone 3 straight times. Full count pitch here for Davis. And he will swing through strike 3. Strikeout number 3 on the day for Daravivon, and it's the second against Taylor Davis. 2 down, nobody on. Shiloh Wilson. He's got the only hit in the ball game for either side. Just one hit between the two sides. Shiloh Wilson a single to center field with one out back in the first. He was unfortunately out at second base when a fly ball to center field was dropped. And he was racing back to tag up at first and got put out at second base. Pitch high and away, 2-0 count for Wilson, who has been swinging a very hot bat as of late. Vivon delivers the 2-0. It's high. The count goes to 3-0. This doubleheader here, kicking off a string of home games for the Riverhawks. Strike across on the 3-0. Talking about turf getting installed at Chemeketa. They've been having to play on the road while it's getting installed. Played home games against SWAC at Volcano Stadium in Kaiser. The 3-0 pitch, or to make the 3-1 pitch taken high for a walk issued to Shiloh Wilson. 2-out walk issued. Wilson on base for a second time. Second walk for Dara Vivon here today. Riverhawks, through the years, have played a lot of games here at home just because of the luxury of having their turf. Pitch high and away to Jackson Thompson, ball one. That has enticed a lot of teams to come here, and they hadn't had to travel too much. That's something that Coach Jake Whistler has wanted to change this year. It's a 1-0 pitch. Fouled back for Thompson. A lot of coaches would probably be happy to get some home games, but Coach Whistler wants to see his team tested. And this is not Jackson Thompson, by the way. Oh, no, excuse me, it is. I've just got the wrong jersey number written down for him. Interesting. So Thompson at the plate with a 1-2 pitch. Flares one out to right field. Could be some trouble. It'll drop down. Going all the way to third base will be Wilson. And the throw comes in, cut off by the first baseman Crawford, and a 2-out rally brewing here. Shiloh Wilson goes first to third as Jackson Thompson flares one to shallow right field. A base knock puts runners on the corners with 2 away. And it'll bring up Jackson Marble. Not sure why I had number 22 written in my scorecard for Jackson Thompson. He wears number 11. Cut it in half, and you got it right there. Ground ball up the middle, back behind the bag, knocked down by the shortstop Rice. He gets up and fires the first in time to get Marble. Marble hit one right back up the middle, but they were playing in a good spot for him and able to make the play. Drew Rice, the shortstop, gets the final out to save a run. No runs come in on one hit, no errors, and 2 men left on base for the Riverhawks as they leave a couple stranded, their best scoring chance in a while. We'll go to the top of the fourth. Still scoreless between UCC and Chemeketa on Riverhawks TV. Heading to the top of the fourth inning here from Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg. Scoreless ball game. It's been a tight series so far between Chemeketa and UCC. Chemeketa's had UCC's number here recently. First pitch, strike one for Cam Hartzell facing Slater Suma. Suma will foul one back. Chemeketa now has a 3-game win streak against Umpqua. The Storm going 4-2 against UCC last year, and they split the 2 games that they played here at Champion Car Wash Field last season. 0-2 from Hartzell. Ground ball, pulls it right side. Diving stop by Marble, throws to first. Not going to get it there in time. Marble knocked it down, had to collect it from up underneath him. And that took a moment. And they couldn't quite get it to first in time.
Next batter, number 35, Dylan Cuff.
Ooh, that was bang, bang at the bag. Man on at first, with nobody out. And it's Dylan Cuff, the cleanup hitter. They are not looking to get him to sacrifice the runner over. He takes a breaking ball for a strike. That'll be an infield single. First hit of the game for the Storm on that ball by Suma. He's on at first. The 0-1 pitch for Dylan Cuff. Fastball at the knees for a strike. Cuff falls behind 0-2. Dylan Cuff, he had a 2 RBI single in the bottom of the ninth in game 1 of the doubleheader against SWAC. Got his team back within striking distance, but that's where the rally stalled back on Sunday as they tried to rally back, as Chemeketa had a lead throughout much of the game against SWAC in game 1, but gave it up late, had to try to rally, and they fell just short. Cuff out of Blanchett Catholic High School, class of 2025, a Woodburn product. He's got the 1-2 count. Breaking ball, did he go around the appeal? No, he did not, able to hold up. Cuff out of high school, boy, was he something. First team All-State catcher 2 times. Senior season hit .539. He had one of the 10 best seasons in state history with 64 RBIs. Had 160 RBIs at least in high school. As he'll take strike 3. A breaking ball sits at the top of the zone, and he goes down. Cuff, the DH, goes down looking. Third strikeout in the game for Cam Hartzell. One away with a man at first, and it's Broden Curtis that'll stand in. As far as I can only find 3 seasons worth of numbers for Dylan Cuff, and those 3 seasons added up to 160 RBIs for him in high school. That is quite the career. Pitch low and inside to the lefty. Ball 1 for Curtis, who drew a walk in the second inning. Curtis, a real condensed upright stance out of the left-handed batter's box. Looking to stride into one. He'll take just below the knees on the inner half. 2-0 count here in this scoreless game. Top of the 4th inning. Just a 7-inning one here, so it's going to get late quick on us. 2-0 from Hartzell. Swung on and missed. Cam's 2-1 delivery out of the stretch. Pops one into the glove for a called strike, 2-2. A 2-2 delivery, man at first, looking for one they can turn 2 on here. And just missing the strikeout pitch on the inside corner. The count will go full. Hartzell's 3-2 pitch. Lined out towards left field. It's going to carry out towards Jack Pierce, who handles it out there. That was one right at him. Sometimes those can be tough. You're not sure how much they're going to carry. And that ball did carry quite a bit from Broden Curtis. Looked like it had a chance to drop into left field just in front of Pierce out there. But Jack handles it. It goes right. There's enough distance to get to him. 2 away. Cam Hartzell trying to pitch around a leadoff infield single. First pitch swinging for Vaquero. On the infield, pop fly. First baseman Marble is there to squeeze it. And that will do it. So the Riverhawks will pitch around a leadoff man on base. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on. Umpqua Riverhawks in a scoreless ball game. trying to get a split here at home against Chemeketa. Bottom of the fourth coming up on Riverhawks TV.
Jack Pierce.
Riverhawks trying to get something going. No offense today. They have not scored a single run through 12 innings of play so far. Jack Pierce will lead it off. He walked and ended up at third in the second inning, but could not come around to score. He takes the first pitch for ball one and will be ahead 2-0 as Remy Daravivon misses high and away. He's not been close to the zone against the lefty so far. Pierce waits on the 2-0, swings through. 2 balls and a strike. Second time that Pierce will lead off an inning for the Riverhawks. He did so back in the second as well. Swings through another one for a 2-2 count. And battling his way back, Daravivon will strike out Jack Pierce. Went from ahead 2-0 to swinging and missing for strike 3. That is the fourth punch out in the game for the Riverhawks. They've got 4 in this one so far. In game 1, Jack Klee went the distance in a 9-inning shutout. He had 8 strikeouts in that one, so 12 total so far on the day for the Riverhawks. Pitch outside, 1-0 count to start for Tristan Wallace, who laid down a sac bunt in the second inning. 1-0 pitch, missing high. 2 balls, no strikes again to start out the at-bat for a Riverhawk. Another one out of the zone and ahead 3-0 for Wallace. So mentioned a streak of home games coming up. Up next, UCC not playing again until Wednesday next week. Strike taken on the 3-0 pitch. Borderline call there for Wallace. But Daravivon gets the call that he needs. The 3-1 here for Wallace. And that one misses for ball 4. Third walk in the game for Daravivon. Man on with 1 out.
Number 4, Aiden Metzger.
Metzger will stand in 0 for 1 and ground out to short. Bats with 1 on and 1 out. Riverhawks will play 6 straight games here at home, but they are not back to action again until Wednesday next week. First pitch swinging for Metzger. Sends one sky high out to right field. Tracking it down, Suma out there makes the catch as he trots his way towards the foul line for the putout. 2 away.
Now batting number 20, Ben Allen.
Quick at bat there for Aiden Metzger. And it brings up Ben Allen, who flew out to right field in his first at bat. The Riverhawks do have some time in between games, but they'll play 6 straight here at home. Means we'll be on the air here on Riverhawks TV quite a bit here in the next couple of weeks. Pitch high, a 1-0 count. I believe there are here at home Wednesday next week and then the following Saturday after that too. So they'll get some time here at home to take on teams. 2-0 count. It's a pitch missing high to Ben Allen. Every batter has gotten ahead in the at-bats. against Vivon, but he's been able to pitch around any of the troubles. Ball fouled back here. 2-1 count for Allen. Riverhawks trying to just manufacture something here today. It has been limited action. Got around on one, inside pitch down the left field line. It's going to fall in front of Curtis out in left field, up to second base. Goes Wallace. Not sure if he held up at all. I didn't catch it. Let's see here. I got the iPad up and watching. It's a little bit delayed, so I can watch it here.
Batter, number 10, Keeran.
He got going. They just got the ball back pretty quickly. Wallace made it to second. I was thinking with 2 outs, he might have been moving a little bit quicker, but he makes his way to second, as Ben Allen will have just the 3rd hit for the Riverhawks in this one. Got jammed, but got his hands inside and is able to muscle one out into left field for that base knock. Brings up the 9-hitter, Caden Cooner. Fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Got jammed off the hands. It's in foul territory, third base side. Calling everyone off is Irish. He will make the catch in foul territory. Once again, the Riverhawks will leave a runner in scoring position. They have left a man in scoring position 4 times in 4 innings. No runs, 1 hit, no error, and 2 men left on base. We go to the 5th inning, still scoreless between the Storm and the Riverhawks here on Riverhawk TV.
Number 13, Nick Crawford.
Well, pitching has been at a premium here today. Both sides have had pretty good pitching. We've had limited offense, and here in Game 2, we've had very little, as there's one snagged out of the air at third base by Aiden Metzger. A sharp line drive off the bat of Nick Crawford. Stealing that one away quickly there. Aiden Metzger at third base. That one right at him as he got the shades on as the sun pokes through just a little bit. What a play he made. First pitch comes in a bit high for ball 1 to Ty Sheldon, the catcher. One-0 count with 1 out. Swinging through for Sheldon. Sheldon mentioned out of high school, originally committed to play here at UCC, ended up now with Chemeketa. Out of Liberty High School, swings through another one for strike 2. Second team all-conference as a senior. Senior year behind the plate, he had 19 catcher pickoffs. Today, he has not had one, but there's not been a lot of opportunities to try and get one. The 1-2 pitch just misses outside for Hartzell, and it's a 2-2 count. Cam has 3 punch outs so far, looking for number 4 here. The 2-2 breaking ball popped him up out of play. Sheldon, his first time up, sacrifice bunt. Ty Sheldon came into today batting .200 with 3 singles on the season. His 2-2 pitch. Just misses. I didn't want to call it early there. I think we were all waiting to see if the umpire was going to punch him out. Sun does start to brighten things up once again here at the ballpark, casting some shadows around home. The full count pitch. Hartzell gets the swing and a miss. And there is his 4th strikeout of the game. Looked like he had Sheldon kind of guessing on that one. He waved at it. Couldn't find it. That'll bring up the 9-hitter, Owen Sonny, the second baseman, strikeout victim in the 3rd. Hartzell trying to make it another 1-2-3 frame here at the bottom of the order. Outside for ball 1. Cam Hartzell, the sophomore, saw limited action last year, got some early action, then was in the bullpen most of the rest of the year. And has been a much more featured piece this season for the Riverhawks on the bump, and has been looking much improved from last season to this year, from the high school years that I got to call some of his games. Excited to see him grow as a pitcher and his confidence on the mound, but he falls behind 3-0 here against the 9-hitter Sonny. He got Sonny to strike out last time. He's kind of dancing around the strike zone here at the moment. Big deep breath for Hartzell. He'll deliver over the plate for a strike. Nobody on base with 2 down here in the bottom, or make that the top of the 5th. A 3-1 pitch out of the stretch for Hartzell. He kicks and fires and will miss outside for ball 4. That has been the one big issue that he has had, and he's had 3 walks now in this one and a hit batter.
Next batter, number 23, Liam Irish.
And I'm sure Owen Sonny, a decent enough hitter, but he's got him to strike out the first time. And then the top of the order, Liam Irish has been a bit troublesome for Hartzell. So I think you would have liked to have tacked him a little bit better there, but he let him get on base, and now have to face the top of the order with 2 down. First pitch, a strike against the lefty Irish. We'll see if Hartzell can pitch around it and deal with the issue. 0-1 delivery. Lifted left side, tailing foul, long run, and not going to get a chance to get to it for Jack Pierce. That'll be strike 2 for Liam Irish. Checking the South Region scoreboard today in the Northwest Athletic Conference. The game 1s of the doubleheaders. We had 3 doubleheaders going on today. Lane beats Swauk 7-0. Lynn Benton gets a 6-1 win over Clackamas. And then, of course, Chemeketa a 3-0 win over Umpqua. Game 2's all going on right now. Swing and a miss on the 0-2 pitch. And Cam Hartzell making me look silly. He attacks Liam Irish and gets him to strike out. 5th punch out in the ballgame for Cam Hartzell. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on. Bottom of the 5th when we come back on Riverhawks TV.
Davis.
Back here at Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg, Oregon, where the Riverhawks and the Storm are squaring off in a NWAC South Region battle. Game 2 of a doubleheader. Riverhawks trying to split this one after losing game 1 3-0. It's a scoreless ball game in the bottom of the fifth. The leadoff man, Taylor Davis, takes strike 1, swings through strike 2. And Davis finds himself quickly in an 0-2 hole. He's struck out twice already today against Remy Daravivon on the mound. The righty fires a breaking ball that misses outside and can't entice Taylor Davis to swing after it. 1-2 delivery out of the windup. And another breaking ball missing outside. Actually kind of looks like a somewhat decent day out there right now with the sun shining down. Shadows around home at the moment. The 2-2 beans him. And Davis will find his way on for the first time here in game 2. That is the first hit batter for Daravivon. Cam Hartzell has a hit batter, so both teams with 1 so far. Leadoff man on base, and it's the top of the order here, so you got to think the Riverhawks hoping that they can accomplish something here in the 5th inning. Showing the bunt, Shiloh Wilson. He puts it back to the mound pretty quickly, but Daravivon does not even think of trying to go to second base. Davis will get there safely. Sack bunt put down by Wilson. And Shiloh, who's been swinging a good bat, he'd been on base the previous 2 times. Kind of unfortunate that you're asking him to be the one to lay down a sack bunt, but he does the job he's asked to do. Puts a man on, and now Jackson Thompson, who's been on base twice, will hit a line drive. It is snagged by the shortstop. Going to second base, almost a double play, but they drop the ball at the bag. Tough luck there for the Riverhawks. Almost a great double play to finish things off here.
Now batting number 21, Jackson Marble.
Flip by Rice trying to get it to the second baseman, Sonny, but he couldn't hang on to the baseball. So unlucky for Jackson Thompson on a ball hit sharply right at Drew Rice, the shortstop. 2 down, 1-0 count now for Jackson Marble. Need him to get a base hit. Last time he was up with runners in scoring position, and he hit a ball sharply up the middle, but Drew Rice was playing up the middle, was able to field it and get the ball to first just in time to wrap up the inning. 2-0 count. Marble, the cleanup hitter, starting at first base here in game 2. He DH'd in game 1, fouls this one back. So the Riverhawks have now had a runner in scoring position in every inning here in game 2 and have not been able to cash in. Sun really amping up the brightness out there for everybody on the field. There's a ball fought off again by Marble, 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs and a man at second base here in the bottom of the 5th in a scoreless game. And another hit batter. Daravivon breaking ball gets away from him, and he will plunk Marble in the front shoulder. That is 2 hit batters in this 5th inning for the Riverhawks. And now they've got runners at first and second. Jack Pierce, a walk in the 2nd inning, struck out in the 4th. The lefty digs in, looking to try and put the ball in play, see if he can make something happen. Daravivon delivers inside. That one almost caught the front shoulder for Jack Pierce. Almost wondered for a moment if it might have caught the front sleeve, which would have counted, even if it doesn't hurt, would have counted to get him on base. He'll pull one right side, a bounding ball to the second baseman, bobbled by Sonny, throw to first, not in time! Beating out the throw at first base. Getting on safely is Pierce with the error.
Tristan Wallace.
And that'll load him up with 2 outs. And it brings up Tristan Wallace, who will swing through the first pitch for strike 1. Wallace has laid down a sack bunt, and he is walked. Man, the sun is amazingly really coming out here. It has turned into a completely different looking day here at the moment. The 0-1 swung on and missed. And Wallace finds himself down 0-2 with the bases loaded, trying to provide some spark of offense for the Riverhawks today. Big moment here for Remy Daravivon, trying to get through the 5th inning with this game still scoreless. He has pitched around trouble throughout the game today. 0-2 pitch, fouled back. At third base, as Taylor Davis got hit by a pitch. At second base, Jackson Marble hit by a pitch. And Jack Pierce on at first after reaching on an error. At the plate, swing and a miss for Tristan Wallace, chasing one out of the zone for the 3rd out. He goes down with the punch out. That is the 5th strikeout in the game for Remy Daravivon. And he gets himself out of trouble once again. No runs. There were no hits. There was 1 error and 3 runners left on base for the Riverhawks. We go to the top of the 6th inning, still scoreless here on Riverhawks TV. Well, we're going to go to crunch time in game 2 here with a tight one between the Riverhawks and Chemeketa. Neither team able to push one across against starting pitchers so far today. First pitch fouled away by Drew Rice, the shortstop, facing Camden Hartzell into his 6th inning of work. Hartzell kicks and delivers. Gets a ground ball to short. And it is booted by Davis. He'll throw to first off the line. It's going to get by, muscling his way around the bag. Rice heading for second, and he will get in as Taylor Davis lets one issue double up into a second issue. First error of the day for UCC on a routine ground ball to the shortstop, Taylor Davis. Drew Bryce getting on and then getting to second base on the error. So runner into scoring position for just the 2nd time here in this game for the Storm. Slater Suma is going to show the bunt early, expected it, and he will show it. And Hartzell's going to step off and reset here. Got to remember there is the pitch clock, so Hartzell can't dilly-dally on the mound too long. He will deliver in a breaking ball, misses low and inside for ball 1. The Riverhawks defensively trying to figure out how do they approach the situation with a man at second and nobody out, expecting that Suma is going to lay down a bunt. He's not showing. Now he does square. The 1-0 pitch. They will pick off to second. They got the runner off the bag. Stuck between second and third. Nobody's covering second base. Got to run him down. The tag applied. Yes, they will get him. Thompson will get it to Metzger, who runs down Drew Rice from behind. There was nobody covering second base, and Rice had a chance to get there, but just before he touches the bag, Metzger applies the tag, and that'll go down 1-4-5 on the pickoff for the first out, and it clears the bases. Huge turnaround there for the Riverhawks. It's still a 1-0 count, I do believe, for, Suma has the 1-0 count. He'll take just below the knees, maybe just a bit inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Huge out there for the Riverhawks to clear the bases and get the man out of scoring position. Nice job on the pickoff play for the Riverhawks. A lot of moving pieces catching Drew Rice off guard. 2-0 pitch, high and away. 3-0 for Suma. Three balls, no strikes. And Hartzell will miss for ball 4. The three-hitter Suma will find his way on base for a second time. Hartzell gives up his 4th walk in the game. Does look like we've got some stretching going on in the bullpen for the Riverhawks. 1 on, 1 out. Champion Car Wash Field here, a popular spot during the spring season. It looks like Roseburg High School baseball is warming up out the outside of the facility. Getting some throwing going on over there as the high school tryout season is pretty much here. First pitch, a strike against the cleanup man, Dylan Cuff. Man at first, 1 out. Breaking ball outside for Hartzell, 1-1. Cam Hartzell, his 6th inning of work here. The 1-1 pitch outside, scooped up nicely behind the plate by Ben Allen. 6th inning with 1 out here in the 6th. Hartzell has officially gone 5 1/3. That makes it his longest outing of the season. He had not gone more than 5 innings in any previous outing. It's 2-1 pitch, ground ball towards Davis. He flips it to Thompson, back over to Marble, double play to finish things off here in the top of the 6th. Riverhawks will get out of a jam here. It looked a little dire to start, but a nice pickoff play to get an out at second and clear off the bases, and then a double play to finish it off here in the top of the 6th. 6-4-3, the double play. The Riverhawks keep it scoreless, and they look to finally get a chance to cash in as we head to the bottom of the 6th on Riverhawks TV. Leading off the bottom of the 6th, a bunt put down by Aiden Metzger. Fair ball, bare-hand attempt by Liam Irish at 3rd, and he will not have a chance to try and get the play at first. A leadoff infield bunt single for Aiden Metzger, his first time on base here in Game 2. He gets his first hit of the game, and for Metzger, that'll be his first hit of the day. Pickoff throw to first base, not there. The Riverhawks go some small ball, get a man on base. They've had a runner on in every inning here today. Now they look to Ben Allen to try and see if he can do something. He has a hit his last at-bat, but he will bunt up a sac bunt attempt. It goes into the backstop high up on the netting behind home. Allen had a single down the left field line his last time up. That came with 2 outs in the 4th. And again, once that's the theme of the day, it has not resulted in anything. That pitch came in high and inside. Thought I heard something as if maybe it had glanced off the barrel of his bat into the catcher's glove, but no call, so it's going to be 1-1 count. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. I thought maybe that Allen might have gotten unlucky there, that ball might have skimmed off the barrel of his bat right into the glove of the catcher. Thought I heard something, but no call. 1-1 pitch. He will bunt up one again. It'll get down in foul territory for strike 2 as he pops it up. So Allen struggling to get down the sacrifice bunt here in this situation. The 1-2 pitch. It hit him. Able to get on base, Ben Allen with a 2-strike count. He gets hit by the pitch. Does not give way in the box. And he will head down to first. Third hit batter of the game for Remy Daravivon. And we do have activity in the bullpen for Chemeketa. Runners at first and second. The trend will continue. Riverhawks continue to get a man on and in scoring position in every frame. Looking to bunt. The lefty takes high and away. Caden Cooner was trying to see if he could put down a sac bunt, but the pitch outside the zone, he lets it go. Now we'll try again, and he pulls back once again, has a 2-0 count. Daravivon falling behind with runners at first and second. 2 balls, no strikes. Warming up is Julius Bolstad out of Phoenix High School down in the Medford Talent Phoenix area down there. 2-0 pitch, again taking for ball 3. Kunert has had a sharp eye on that one and continues to pick wisely as he continues to lay off. 3-0 pitch, doesn't show the bunt, he'll take for a strike. (3-1) showing the bunt again and pulls it back to take for strike 2. So Caden Cooner, who's put the ball in play twice. 3-2 pitch, swings and misses. Big battle there from Daravivon to battle his way back and get the out. Cooner strikes out. 6 punch-outs in the game for Daravivon, and he now looks for a ground ball to try and see if his defense can help him out. It'll be Taylor Davis that steps in. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. Otherwise, he has struck out twice. Fouls off the first pitch. This would be a great time for Taylor Davis to find that swing again. He was hottest hitter to start out the season for the Riverhawks. He has gone cold. Has not had a hit in 2 straight games after starting out the year with a hit in 9. The 0-1 pitch swings through for strike 2. Davis down 0-2 with runners at first and second and 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 6th in a 7-inning ball game. It's scoreless. The pitch is low. Got a scoreless game here. Game 1 was never separated by more than 3 runs. 3-0 final for Chemeketa. Riverhawks trying to avoid getting swept at home, trying to get a split. The 1-2 is high. Wind continues to blow out to center field. Temperatures hovering in the upper 40s. Sun is shining, though, right now here at Champion Car Wash. The 2-2 swung on and missed. 3rd strikeout in the game for Davis. 7 punch-outs now for Remy Daravivon.
Next batter, number 5, Shiloh Wilson.
He's had back-to-back punch-outs, big ones with 2 runners on, and it'll be Shiloh Wilson. Takes low and inside. Wilson, the freshman, has been hot. Had a couple of hits in game 1. He's got a hit here in game 2. He's actually 1 for 1 here in game 2 with a walk and a sac bunt. Wilson will take low and inside, just above the shoe tops. (2-0) count. Daravivon on the mound. The righty kicks and fires. Ground ball right side, bouncing to the second baseman. Sani is up with it and makes the play to first, and the Riverhawks strand runners again. Feeling like a broken record here in this one. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 men left on. Riverhawks, again, leave a man in scoring position. Well, we go to the top of the 7th. Still scoreless after the first 6 here on Riverhawk TV. Well, we keep this one scoreless here. Broden Curtis will lead things off against a new man on the mound, the lefty Jaden Lucas. Will miss just inside in a lefty-lefty matchup. Jaden Lucas, the freshman out of Junction City. He will take over for Cam Hartzell. He bounces one off the plate. A 2-0 count to start. Hartzell, a great outing. He goes 6 innings. He allows 1 hit, no runs, 4 walks. He did have 5 strikeouts, did hit a batter in there. But he was able to minimize any sort of base runners with his strikeouts and did not allow hits. He pitched pretty well here today. Unfortunately, will exit with a no decision in his 3rd start of the year. Ground ball right side, bounding ball to Jackson Thompson at second base. Fields and retires the leadoff man, Broden Curtis. So the new man, Jaden Lucas, will take over and gets the first batter. And it'll be Joe Vaquero who will stand in. He is 0 for 2, grounded into a double play back in the 2nd. Takes the first pitch low for ball 1. A 1-0 delivery for Lucas. Is down the middle for a strike. Jaden Lucas coming in, making his 3rd appearance, all out of the bullpen. He's thrown 9 innings coming into this appearance here. A 1-1. Gets a strike across for a 1-2 count. He's got an ERA of 2. 11 strikeouts, 3 walks. A whip of .67. He's not given up a lot as he bounces one off the plate in his 9 innings. Just 3 hits allowed in those 9 innings coming into this one. He's got a 1-0 win-loss record, and he could be in position to get a win if he can keep this scoreless and the Riverhawks can provide some run support finally. As a swing and a miss for strike 3. Down on strikes goes Vaquero. Strikeout number 12 on the season for Lucas, his first here today in relief of Cam Hartzell. And it'll bring up Nick Crawford, who is 0 for 1, a walk and a lineout. Hartzell going 6 innings, his longest outing as a Riverhawk. And it was a strong one. Just one hit allowed, no runs. That's going to look good on the whip and the ERA. Unfortunately, the big stat that I'm sure he would love to get is a win, because that means his team is getting a victory. The 0-1. Inside pitch hits Nick Crawford. He'll get on safely. Might have a bruise on his front leg, but he is on base. There's a breaking ball there. Might not have had the velocity of the fastball for Lucas. I believe we get a pinch hitter here for Ty Sheldon. New batter.
For Chemeketa is number 27, Tyrell Gertner.
It'll be Tyrell Gertner. Gertner played in Game 1 as the DH. He'll get a pinch hit appearance here in Game 2. He takes the first pitch for a strike. Takes over for Ty Sheldon, who was 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a sac bunt. Swinging through the 0-1 pitch from Lucas. The off-speed had him out on the front foot, and Gertner's behind 0-2. Tyrell Gertner in Game 1 was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Reached on a fielder's choice on a sac bunt attempt. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. He goes down looking, didn't take the bat off the shoulder, and that'll leave a man stranded on base for the Storm. Couple of punch outs here in the top of the 7th for Jaden Lucas out of the bullpen, and he keeps it a scoreless game. No runs, no hits, there were no errors. One man left on base for the Chemeketa Storm. Go to the bottom of the 7th, a chance to walk it off with a win for the Umpqua Riverhawks here on Riverhawk TV.
New pitcher for Chemeketa is number 33, Julius Bolstad.
Welcome you back here to Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg, where we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Riverhawks can walk it off with a win if they can get a run finally across here in the 7th. Julius Bolstad will take over here in the 7th inning. He faces Jackson Thompson and gets a first pitch strike. Thompson got one in on the handle. Will send it in the air to shortstop, where Drew Rice is there to make the catch. One away. So Julius Bolstad will get the first out as he comes on in relief for Remy Daravivon, who goes 6 innings, does not give up a run, as he gave up 4 hits in this one. Had him down for 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, and 3 hit batters. First pitch fouled off for Jackson Marble. Oh, 0-2 count now for Marble as he takes a strike. The big right-hander Bolstad delivers and gets a swing and a miss. Strike 3, and the Riverhawks quickly down 2 outs here, and we might just be headed to extras.
Jack Pierce.
Brings up Jack Pierce. Pierce, the lefty, will face the righty on the mound. Pierce is 0 for 2 in this game. Reached on an error his last time up. Bolstad trying to keep his team in this. Misses outside. Count goes to 1-1. Pierce swings through another one. And there's strike 2. Dara Vivon goes 6 innings, allowed 4 hits, no runs, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts, 3 hit batters. Exits with a no decision. The 1-2. And we're headed to extras. Swing and a miss by Pierce. And we are going to the 8th. It was a scheduled 7-inning ball game, but we're going to play more. Julius Bolstad comes in, gets 1-2-3, 7th inning. First time the Riverhawks do not get a man on, and first time they go down in order here in Game 2. So we are through 7 innings with neither team getting one on the board. We'll head to the 8th on Riverhawks TV. Start at the 9-hole in the lineup. It's Owen Sawney who will lead things off, take strike 1 as we begin extra innings. The 8th inning here on the mound. Jaden Lucas continues to throw for the Riverhawks. We'll get a ground ball, backhanded on a short hop at third by Metzger, and a nice play made. Aiden Metzger will get it across to Jackson Marble, and there is one away. One down, up to the top of the order. Liam Irish will stand into the batter's box. He is 0 for 2, hit by a pitch in this one. Lefty-lefty matchup, and he'll get a swing and a miss on the first pitch. Oh, 1 for Lucas. Again, a big cut, missing on the breaking ball. Tailing away from the lefty. And it's quickly an 0-2 count. Off the handle, tap one, first base side, picked up by Lucas. He'll flip it. A little shovel pass over to first base to get Irish. Marble there waiting to receive it. And there's quickly 2 down. Pitchers have been on top of their game here in Game 2. Neither side has relented in a scoreless ball game. Drew Rice will bat. Takes one on the corner for strike 1. Rice has been on base twice, reaching on a fielder's choice in the third, although it was as the third out was made at second base. He pops one up out of play for strike 2. Rice also reached on an error in the 6th. The throw got by at the first base, and he ended up at second, where he was picked off later in that inning. The 0-2 pitch is low. It was a prime opportunity for the Storm. And the pickoff by Camden Hartzell got him in a rundown. Wiped off the man at second base to lead off things in that 6th inning. Goes after a pitch up in the zone, pops it up into the shallow outfield grass, center field, fighting the sun, but able to shield his eyes. Jackson Thompson, the veteran second baseman, makes the play. And we go to the bottom of the 8th, where once again the Riverhawks have a chance to walk off with a win here in extra innings. Scoreless game going to the bottom of the 8th on Riverhawks TV. Bottom of the 8th inning, extra innings here from Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg, Oregon. Joey Keeran here with you. Happy to have you joining us for Umpqua Riverhawks baseball here on this Thursday afternoon. Up to bat, Tristan Wallace. No, we get a DH, or excuse me, a pinch hitter to start things off here in the 8th inning. Noah Kiley steps in. 1-1 pitch. From the lefty, or from the righty to the lefty. He takes low, and the count goes to 2-1. Noah Kiley started in right field in game 1. He'll come as a pitch hitter here in game 2. Takes on the corner for a strike. Julius Bolstad came in the 7th inning in relief of Remy Daravivon, the starter going 6 innings. And Bolstad came in, got a 1-2-3 inning. He's going to get a strikeout, his 3rd of the game. He's faced 4 batters, has 3 strikeouts as he gets the leadoff man here in the 8th inning. One away, Aiden Metzger, 1 for 3 in the game. A bunt single his last time up. Got into scoring position in the 6th inning, but that's where he was left stranded. Bolstad catches the bottom of the strike zone for an 0-1 count. Bolstad misses inside. Julius Bolstad came in. He had thrown 9 innings this season, a 4.00 ERA, an 0-2 record. He had started 1 game and made 2 appearances, so this is his 3rd appearance on the season. He's got a 1-2 count against Aiden Metzger. 4 strikeouts, 3 walks in his time on the mound, his 9 innings. He has been really sharp here today against the Riverhawks. 3 strikeouts already. He's almost doubled his number of strikeouts that he had in 9 innings, and he could do it here in an inning and 2/3. Gets a ground ball to third base, down to the turf, up with it on the backhand. Irish. A strong throw across the diamond to retire Metzger, 2 away.
Batter number 20, Ben Allen.
At third base. A nice job going to the turf and coming up firing quickly by Liam Irish. The 2 down and nobody on. First pitch, a strike for the 8-hitter. Got underneath it, lifts it high down the left field line, but that one will drift well foul for Ben Allen. And he is behind 0-2. The catcher's been on base twice, a single and hit by a pitch, both of those against Daravivon, who's no longer in the game. Julius Bolstad has taken over, and he's been sharp. He's retired 5 straight. Popped up down the right field line, foul territory, but playable. The first baseman, Crawford, does make the catch in foul territory. And we keep going. We played 9 in game 1 because that's what they were scheduled to do. We're going to do it here in game 2 when we were scheduled to be a 7-inning contest. Extras continue from Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg on Riverhawks TV. Well, we go to the top of the 9th inning. Neither team able to break through. All goose eggs up on the board. It'll be Slater Suma to lead things off as he faces Jaden Lucas for the first time, and Lucas will rifle in a strike. You've got Suma, Cuff, and then Curtis was the first man to face off against Jaden Lucas when he entered the game in the 7th. The 0-1 pitch, just upstairs, a 1-1 count. Scoreless ball game here. Plenty of chances for the Riverhawks. They just have not cashed in. Now they are trying to keep this one attainable here in game 2 as a pitch misses low and outside from Lucas. Suma in this one is 1 for 2, a single, a walk, and a strikeout. Takes one at the knees for a strike. The 2-2 pitch lifted out towards left center will get down. Base hit. Second of the game for Slater Suma. And that is just the second hit in this game for Chemeketa. They've both been Slater Suma. Camden Hartzell allowed just one hit in his 6 innings of work. Jaden Lucas into his 3rd inning of work gives up a base hit and a man on with nobody out to start things here in the 9th inning. Pickoff throw to first by the lefty, not in time. Suma led off things in the 4th inning with a single through the right side. But he was left stranded at first base as Hartzell got a strikeout and then got a couple of fly ball outs to finish off the frame. Let's see if Lucas can recover and get through this after giving up the leadoff single. Gets a strike to start against Dylan Cuff. Oh, 1 pitch. Showing the bunt and got it down but foul on the 3rd base side, and Cuff finds himself down 0-2. Dylan Cuff, talked about him coming up with a big hit in the doubleheader against Swak for Chemeketa, but here in game 2 he is 0 for 3, grounded into a double play his last time up. The 0-2 pitch is low. Off speed from Lucas. Jaden Lucas, the Junction City product. Delivers the 1-2, gets a swing and a miss with the off speed. Strikeout number 3 for Lucas. Big strikeout to get things going here in the 9th inning. A 1 on, 1 out. Broden Curtis, excuse me. 0 for 2 in the game. A walk in his first at bat. See if they can get him to roll into one here. Takes a half step forward in the box as he gets set. Take a breaking ball outside, a 1-0 count. Lefty here. Curtis got a look at Lucas his first time up 2 innings ago. So he might have an idea of what he wants to see here. He stands towards the back of the box as a pickoff throw to first. Marble takes it low, but back in standing up is Suma, safely at first. A 1-0 delivery for Jaden Lucas. Runner is going. Throw down to second by Allen. Not going to get it there in time. (2-0) count. Stolen base for Suma. Not been a lot of chances for guys to get stolen bases or catchers to get runners caught stealing. Not been a lot of base runners for Chemeketa, at least here in game 2. Ground ball fouled down the first base side for strike 1. So now a runner in scoring position for Chemeketa. 1-0 lead feels massive here in game 2 for either team. It has been very defensive heavy. There is an arm warming up in the bullpen for the Riverhawks. The 1-2 pitch from Lucas. A tapper back in front of the mound. Lucas will spin and throws it accurately to first base. Marble there. Looks back the runner at second. And there's 2 away. He got Curtis out in front. And Curtis just taps it right back to the mound.
Batter number 11, Joe Vaquero.
So 2 down, still man in scoring position. Joe Baccaro is 0 for 3 today. Struck out the first time against Lucas. Swings through the first pitch. Baccaro not cheated on that swing. Got a lot behind it. Check swing. Appeal. No, did not go around. Riverhawks quick to ask for it. Do not get the call. One count. Baccaro with a man in scoring position and 2 out here in extra innings. Pops one up, first base side, giving chase, but realizing quickly that that one's out of play. Jackson Marble will head back to his defensive spot at first base. A 1-2 count for Lucas as he tries to pitch around the leadoff single by Slater Suma, who stands at second. Ball fouled off, staying alive, Vaccaro. A 1-2 count with 2 down and a man at second. Ooh, breaking ball misses low. He evens up. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 down. Lucas tries to wrap it up. The 2-2 pitch. Got him to sky one out towards right field. Coming in, settling underneath it, and making the catch. Caden Coonert there for the 3rd out in the top of the 9th. So we go through another scoreless frame. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. The Riverhawks coming up the bat in the bottom of the 9th. Still a chance to walk it off with a win here on Riverhawks TV. Well, it's been quite the game we've had here in Game 2. We are officially into the bottom of the 9th in a scheduled 7-inning contest. Caden Coonert, the 9-1-2 hitter's coming up here. He leads things off. He takes the first pitch off the turf for ball 1 as Julius Bolstad continues to work for the Storm, and he fires in a strike. Bolstad came in the 7th. He has faced the minimum so far, and he's got himself a 1-1 count. Ground ball right side towards first base, right behind the bag for Crawford. Fields and takes it to the pillow himself, 1 away. Julius Bolstad out of Phoenix High School, class of 2023 down in Southern Oregon. Might be familiar to some Riverhawks fans that are tuning in that are local here in the Roseburg area. Pitched 11 games last year, 41 and 2/3 innings, had a 3.67 ERA. Played for the Springfield Drifters over the summer. Had a 3.24 ERA and 8 1/3 innings of work. This is on his first offering here to Taylor Davis, a leadoff man. Davis will take a breaking ball high for a 2-0 count. It has been a tough day here for Taylor Davis today. 3 strikeouts in this one, but he's facing a new arm. So see if he can turn things around against Julius Bolstad. He'll take for a 3-0 count. And getting on however you can, you'll take it. With 1 out and nobody on, Bolstad, a 3-0 pitch to Davis. Does not catch the strike zone. Bit inside right at the belt buckle, so a 4-pitch walk issued with 1 out. Top of the order getting on base. Let's see if Davis can do anything. Shiloh Wilson will bat. Wilson, the left-handed at-bat, takes a strike. Taylor Davis, 1 stolen base this year. I'm not sure if they'll put him in motion or not. He will dive back in, as Bolstad thought maybe there was a chance. 1 stolen base on 1 attempt for Taylor Davis this year. At the plate, Wilson will take strike 2. Pitch had a lot of drop on it. I thought it was going to be below the strike zone, but called a strike. Catch in the bottom of the zone as it goes by. The 0-2 pitch inside. Shiloh takes. Good eye for the freshman. A 1-2 count. Pickoff throw to first again and nearly throwing it by. And first base Crawford doing a good job of turning into a catcher at first base, making sure he's a good backstop over there, not let that ball get by. Any ball that gets by on a pickoff throw to first, it's trouble. Reaching to protect the play, but not going to get enough behind it. Poked it left side, but is caught by the shortstop, Drew Rice. Off the bat, I thought maybe it had a chance to try and be a Texas leaguer, a little bloop out towards shallow left. But Wilson didn't get enough behind it as he tried to fight off the pitch. So there's 2 down on that weak pop fly to shortstop. And now Jackson Thompson, the second baseman, takes the first pitch for a strike. Thompson got on base his first 2 times up. He has been put out by the shortstop his last 2 times, a line out and a fly ball out. Fouls off this one for strike 2. Extra innings here in game 2 of this doubleheader. First go round in league play. Everybody plays a doubleheader, 9 and a 7-inning game. But today's 7-inning game has gone long. The 0-2 pitch, high. Taking off from first, a late delayed steal, and they almost would have had him at second base, but the ball not handled by Sawney as it trickles away into the outfield. One hopped in, and he couldn't handle the short hop. Davis will get in safely. He broke late. And he almost caught him sleeping. I mean, I guess he did. He does get in safely. They might have had a chance of getting him. On the 2-2, it is swung on and missed for strike 3. So another runner left in scoring position for the Riverhawks, and we go to the 10th. Our 3rd extra inning in game 2. Still scoreless here on Riverhawks TV. Jaden Lucas still out there dealing for the Riverhawks. Out of the bullpen. He's out for his 4th inning of work. He faces Nick Crawford, who's been on base twice without a hit. Takes outside for ball 1. Lucas attacks to the inner half of the plate for strike one. Crawford, in his one at-bat that he faced the lefty Lucas, he was hit by a pitch in the 7th inning. At the belt buckle, called for a strike on the inner half again. And Crawford backs out of the box. Frustration with the head falling back. Stands back in, the 1-2 pitch. Outside. Blue sky, believe it or not, off in the distance out there. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see with the sun going down back behind us here in the booth. You can't see it back there to see what's really coming up behind you. But we got blue sky out there. That's nice. Plenty of sunshine at the moment. Ball lifted high in the air, out towards left field. It's going to drift into foul territory and playable for Jack Pierce. Down the left field line, Pierce tracks it down. That ball was hit a mile into the air by Crawford. That allowed plenty of time for Pierce to run underneath it out in left. One away. So the 8th spot, originally occupied by the catcher, and I did not pay attention to see who has moved into our catcher spot. Gertner? Nope. It's Hooper, who must have taken over back behind the plate. He was the catcher in game 1. We'll take a strike. I believe a 1-1 count here for Hooper. Yep, 1-1. Misses high and away. 2 balls and a strike. So you had Ty Sheldon in the catcher spot. Then they got a pinch hitter. Tyrell Gertner took in, and he struck out looking. I don't believe Gertner's a catcher, so then they bring in Hooper defensively, and now Hooper gets an at-bat here. He takes a ball low, and he's ahead 3-1. Jaden Lucas, the lefty on the mound with 1 out and nobody on base. A 3-1 pitch. Misses high and away. A 1-out walk. For Jaden Lucas, that will be the first walk he has given up. He's got 3 strikeouts and 1 hit batter. He's also allowed just 1 hit. That'll be the first free pass he allows on the base on balls. The lefty kicks and delivers in for strike 1 at the knees to Owen Sonny. Hooper on at first would represent the go-ahead run in this scoreless ball game. Lucas misses low. As a lefty, it's kind of natural to say that does a good job of holding runners on at first. That high leg kick and the quick delay as the runner's typically taking a step back to first, and a pickoff throw that way. Back in safely does go Hooper. Lucas with the 1-1. Swing and a miss out in front of it for Sonny. Rolling along here in the afternoon. Game started early at 2:18, originally scheduled for a 3 o'clock start. So we were rolling along early, now dragging on a bit with this extra inning game. Sonny will send one sky high, even higher than the one Crawford had. That went deep down the left field line in foul territory for an out. Sonny this time, it stays fair. It's caught by third baseman Aiden Metzger, and there's 2 away. Sonny is now 0 for 3 in this game. Top of the order, it is Liam Irish, who will bat for a 5th time in this one. And he will take a strike. Irish, the lefty, first time up against Lucas, tapped one back to the mound for an out. 0-1 pitch, he swings and misses. Took a big cut at that one. Irish is 0 for 3 in this one so far. Was hit by a pitch in his 2nd at-bat. So it's his 5th plate appearance. Is technically his 4th at-bat of the game at the moment. Runner takes off, and the pitch is going to hit the batter anyways. Seemed as if Wyatt Hooper taking off at first must have gotten in the head of Jaden Lucas as he saw him going by. Missed his spot with that pitch, trying to stay inside. And that's brutal there with 2 outs. Had an 0-2 count against the leadoff man and let him go. Second hit batter in the game for Lucas. He needs one more out. He'll face Drew Rice here. Rice takes a strike. Drew Rice flew out to the second baseman in the 8th inning against Jaden Lucas. Rice comes into this at-bat 0 for 4, reaching on a fielder's choice and an error. The 0-1. Grounds one left side. The shortstop, Davis, long throw across the diamond, but he does it perfect. Taylor Davis will get the Riverhawks through the top of the 10th inning as he makes the play on a slow roller to short to get us through the top of this 10th. And the 10th inning for the Storm. No runs, no hits. There were no errors for the Riverhawks. 2 men left on base for Chemeketa. We head to the bottom of the 10th inning. Somebody's got to win it eventually. Back after this on Riverhawks TV.
Number 21, Jackson Marble.
We continue play here from Champion Car Wash Field, going to the bottom of the 10th in a scoreless ball game. Julius Bolstad continues to play for the Chemeketa Storm. He pitches into his 4th inning of work. He's thrown 3 scoreless and hitless innings in relief of Remy Daravivan. His first pitch bounced in for ball 1. He gets a breaking ball in for a strike against Jackson Marble, the first baseman, who's 0 for 3 in the game, hit by a pitch back in the 5th. Extra inning game, going a long one here. Had me starting to think as a pitch bounces outside. The longest game that I've ever done as a broadcaster, and I can't recall what that might be off the top of my head. I know the longest baseball game I've ever attended is a person in the stands. As a ball fouled off by Marble. It was the longest game in franchise history for the Seattle Mariners, a 19-inning contest against the Boston Red Sox back in 2000. I was there with my dad and my brother. Still got the ticket stub somewhere at my house. It was a 2-2, swung on and missed, a breaking ball. Nasty movement on that one, gets Marble. Second time that Bolstad will strike out Jackson Marble. There is 1 out in the bottom of the 10th. 5 strikeouts now for Bolstad in relief. That game lasting 5 hours and 34 minutes. It was a long one. Outside ball 1 to start off for the lefty Jack Pierce, who is 0 for 3 in the game with a walk and a pair of strikeouts. Pierce will foul one off as he takes a cut. Let's see, we are just over the 2-hour mark in our ball game here as we hit the 10th inning. So a little ways to go to keep up with 5 hours of baseball. Ball skyrocketed out towards right field. Jack Pierce hustling around first, but will return back to the dugout as tracking that one down. Slater Suma out in right field makes the put out, 2 away.
Now batting number 3.
So 2 down. It'll bring up Noah Kiley, who has stayed in the game after pinch hitting for Tristan Wallace in the 8th inning, DH position. takes the first pitch outside, ball one. Noah Kiley, 1-0. Takes it down the outside corner for a strike. Julius Bolstad has so far faced one over the minimum. That's because of a walk in the 9th inning. Other than that, he has not allowed anybody on base. So he gets a foul ball back from Kiley, and it's a 1-2 count. Bolstad into his 4th inning of work. Gets another 1-2-3 inning as he strikes out Noah Kiley for the final out here in the bottom of the 10th. We keep playing. As another strikeout ends it here. We're through 10 innings of play. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Let's head to the 11th in this one on Riverhawks TV.
First batter for the Storm.
We continue on here at Champion Car Wash Field, and it'll be Slater Suma up to bat for a 5th time in this one. He continues this game as he flares one out towards center field on the first pitch from Jaden Lucas, and that ball is tracked down by center fielder Shiloh Wilson, and there is one away quickly to get things started here. So Suma has the only 2 hits in the game for Chemeketa, but he flies out to start things off in the 11th. About to run out of room in the scorebook here. We'll make do, but it's going to mess things up. As a ground ball sharply hit left side, and Dylan Cuff is going to come up with just the 3rd hit of this game for Chemeketa. As he sneaks one past the diving Aiden Metzger at 3rd. Metzger nearly got the leather on that one, just out of his reach on a sharply hit ball by Cuff. He is on base for the first time in the ball game, and they will bring in a pinch runner for Cuff at first base. Taking over will be Isaiah Sanchez out of Monmouth. Sanchez, the pinch runner. So Lucas works with a man on at first again. He'll fire over to Marble, who applies the tag, but not quite in time. Runner going. Sanchez gets a good break. Throw down to second. It spits out of the glove for Davis. So Sanchez into scoring position with 1 out. That might have been close if the tag or if the ball had stayed in the glove for Davis. I think it would have been just a hair late. As Broden Curtis stands back in the box. I believe a 1-0 count for him. Lucas gets him to pop one up left field. Not very deep, but time to run underneath it for the left fielder, Jack Pierce. Makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Still a man at second base.
Next batter, number 11, Joe Vaquero.
So to bring up Joe Vaquero. Vaquero is 0 for 4. He has one off the end of the bat. Dribbles that one to the on-deck circle on the Riverhawks side of the field. Riverhawks in the first base dugout. Out in front of the off-speed 0-2. The 0-2 delivery, trying to get one more out here in the 11th, and just misses outside, a 1-2 count. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball, left side, slow roller to short. Davis up with it. Transition over to first in time for the out, and we go to the bottom of the 11th, still scoreless in this one. Vaquero rolls one to Davis at short, and the freshman shortstop has been really sure-handed all season, and he comes up with another bang-bang play at first. Bottom of the 11th, scoreless between the Riverhawks and the Storm here on Riverhawks TV. We continue to play on here tonight. We are officially getting close to the not overnight, but we are getting close to nighttime. You could consider it actually saying that this game is being played tonight rather than this afternoon like the earlier games. Aiden Metzger leading off, fouls off the first pitch for strike one as Julius Bolstad out there. Metzger will lay down a bunt, third base side, picked up, throw to first, not going to be in time for Irish. And Aiden Metzger has his second bunt single here today. Had a leadoff bunt single in the 6th that got him on base, but he would be stranded at second. He gets on here to lead things off for the Riverhawks, just their 5th hit in the ballgame. Liam Irish came charging in to make the play. Got a good throw on it just behind Aiden Metzger as a pickoff throw by Bolstad to first. Bottom of the 11th. Scoreless game. If the Riverhawks can score, they'll win. Put a bunt down, a sack bunt. Bolstad fields, takes his time and rifles a strike to first. They'll get the out there. Up to second base goes Aiden Metzger. So Ben Allen lays down the sack bunt. And that puts Metzger at second. And this will be Caden Kunert, the right fielder, coming up to bat after a brief conversation with Coach Jacob Whistler. Coach Whistler talking strategy here. As the Riverhawks will have a man at second base and just one out, the game-winning run in scoring position. Kunert will stand in. He's the lefty at the bottom of the order. Julius Bolstad on the bump. Gets him to sky one straight up on the infield. It's going to be up and over the mound, tracking that one a long way to get there. Liam Irish, the third baseman, goes up and over the mound to the first base side and makes the catch. A long way to go. Surprised that he was the one that ends up taking it. But he makes the catch for the second out as Caden Kunert undercuts the baseball. And skies one on the infield. Top of the order, Taylor Davis. He has been on base twice here today. Last time reached on a walk, stole second, but was stranded there. And he will swing at the first pitch. Pops it up out of play down the right field side. So it's an 0-1 count. Throwing in the bullpen for the Riverhawks, Baden Morris, the freshman out of Grants Pass, getting loose. Julius Bolstad on the mound for Chemeketa. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled back off the handle. In the bullpen, throwing for Chemeketa, that is Liam Petty, getting loose. 0-2 pitch to Taylor Davis with a game-winning run at second. He misses high. Bolstad will have to throw another one. Davis has struck out 3 times, but in his one at-bat against Bolstad, he drew a walk. The 1-2, breaking ball, strike 3 call. We head to the 12th. So this game continues on. Zeros on the board for both teams. No runs for either team through the first 10 innings of this. Make that first 11 innings of this contest. Back with the 12th here on Riverhawks TV. Nick Crawford will be the first man to face a new guy on the hill for the Umpqua Riverhawks. It is Baden Morris out of Grants Pass High School, a right-hander that takes over. Nick Crawford takes high and inside for ball 1. Scoreless game, 0-0 here. And a pitch over the plate for a strike. Morris in the at-bat, a 1-1 count. Baden Morris coming into the matchup, making his 3rd appearance on the season. Comes in with a 1.13 ERA. Check swing, dribbler, first base side. It will just stay in foul territory. That's lucky there for Crawford. That ball started in fair territory, weaved over the line into foul territory. Almost looked like it might take a hop back into fair territory, but then it stays on the foul side for first baseman Jackson Marble. If it had rolled back fair, that would have been an easy out for the Riverhawks. Instead, a cut. Crawford will send one in the air out towards shallow left center. Tracked down by Shiloh Wilson, and he will make the catch for the first out. Either way, Crawford goes down. One away for Baden Morris, the 3rd pitcher used in this one. Feels like ages ago that Camden Hartzell started this game. Allowed no runs on 1 hit over 6 innings of work. Great start for him, but unfortunately, this game has been tied at 0 through the first 11 innings. 1 out, a ball laced into left field. Base knock, just the 4th of the game for the Storm. The 8-hitter, Wyatt Hooper, who is the 3rd batter in that 8th spot. In his 2nd at-bat of the game, he had a walk his first time up against Jaden Lucas. His first time up against Baden Morris, singles to left field. So the go-ahead run on base for the Storm. Just their 4th hit in the game. Morris will miss outside. Ball 1 against the 9-hitter Owen Sawney. 3rd appearance on the season. Make it 1 win and 1 save on the year for Morris. He's got a 1-0 record and 1 save as the ball fouled off for strike 1 by Sawney. Morris was the pitcher that ended up getting the win incorrectly in the victory against Lynn Benton. That should have been Cam Hartzell's. Morris came in and should get the save, so hopefully they'll get that corrected at some point. 1-1 pitch. Grounder sharply towards third, picked up by Metzger. Takes his time. Good throw to second. Throw to first. Double play. Gets him out of the top of the 12th inning. They go around the horn the long way for the Umpqua Riverhawks. And they will get a double play. Gets Baden Morris out of things here in the top of the 12th. Owen Sawney grounds into the 5-4-3 double play. Out at second base was Hooper. And we go to the bottom of the 12th with this game still scoreless. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on. Back with more on Riverhawks TV.
First batter for the Riverhawks, laid off the bottom of the 12th inning.
Well, we head to the bottom of the 12th in the game that will not end. Neither team can get the advantage. Julius Bolstad continues to pitch for Chemeketa. Fires in the first one low for ball 1 against Shiloh Wilson. Wilson, the center fielder, left-handed batter, leading off, fouls one back to the backstop. Choked up on the bat, trying to make some contact and see if he can get something started. Wilson had a single in his first at-bat back in the first inning, which about 2.5 hours ago as the ball fouled down the third base side for strike 2. Wilson has also walked, laid down a sac bunt, and in his last 2 at-bats, he's grounded out and flown out on the infield. It's got a 1-2 count. Bolstad, the big righty, delivers low for a 2-2 count. Julius Bolstad out of Southern Oregon. I remember him with Legion Baseball for Medford down there, the Mustangs. Called some games of his here at this ballpark as a ball lifted into shallow outfield. Center field going out to shortstop, making the catch. That is Drew Rice to retire Shiloh Wilson. 1 away, and Jackson Thompson will bat. Thompson is 1 for 5 in this game. Had his 1 hit in the third inning, 0 for 3 in his last 3 at-bats. He takes a breaking ball outside, a 1-0 count. Ball out of play, 1-1 count. This was scheduled to be a 7-inning contest, so we are in our 5th extra inning here. Bolstad will miss outside. It'll go to a 2-1 count. Breaking ball inside. Put a little fear into Thompson there, thinking he was maybe going to wear that one on his front leg. Instead, curved back towards the plate, but not enough. 3-1 pitch from Bolstad. He goes to the fastball, timed it up perfect. And Thompson will find it out towards right field. Almost found the alley, but able to cut it off in time with Suma, limiting it to just a single with 1 out here in the 12th inning. Jackson Thompson finds his way on for a 3rd time in the ballgame. A 1-out base knock Sixth hit in the game for the Riverhawks. Second hit against Bolstad. He gave up his first hit in relief in the 11th. Low and outside, 1-0 count to start for Jackson Marble. Pickoff throw to first was not in time. Back in safely went Thompson. The 1-0 pitch. Marble takes just below the belt buckle, but inside to get ahead 2-0. Thompson there at first. Thompson with 2 stolen bases on 3 attempts. He dives back in as Bolstad might have been thinking there was a chance he might be looking to go on that last pitch. 2-0 count goes to 3-0 for Jackson Marble, missing high. It's been a wild one here, a lengthy ball game for us. Pitch over the plate, timing it up. Off speed in for a strike. Bolstad's 3-1 in the air on the breaking ball. It's going to stay on the infield, and it is caught by Drew Rice, the shortstop. Jackson Marble couldn't square one up. 2 away. At first base still Jackson Thompson.
Next batter, number 32, Jack Pierce.
Jack Pierce will ground one first base side. He hit it pretty well, but it's right down the line, and right in that spot is Crawford. Nick Crawford will step on the bag, and that'll retire the side. Riverhawks get a man on once again to start off a frame, to get a man on in a frame, but they cannot do anything with it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base. We head to the 13th, and we've almost played 2 full 7-inning games here. Getting close to that. Top of the 13th coming up. For the Chemeketa Storm, it'll be the top of their order against Baden Morris. Well, we have played 12 innings, and neither team has been able to break through in this one. We head to the top of the 12th inning. Make that top of the 13th, I should say. And Baden Morris on the mound. Fires in a first pitch strike against Liam Irish. Irish will swing and miss for strike 2. Baden Morris came in the 12th inning, so this will be the first time facing the top half of the order here for him. He faced the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Ground ball right side for Irish. A nice little slow roller over there to Jackson Thompson. Routine ground ball for him, and he gets it to Marble at first. 1 away.
Next batter, number 12, Drew Rice.
Well, the sky has parted here. The clouds have parted. We've got great weather right now, and the sun is really shining down there. Hopefully nobody forgot their sunglasses on what started out as a gray and dreary day here in the Umpqua Basin. At the belt inside with the breaking ball for a 1-0 count to start here against Drew Rice. Rice in this one is 0 for 5 right now. Reached on an error back in the 6th. Been doing this game long enough now that every time I feel like I keep mentioning Drew Rice, it feels like he has been up a lot lately, but no more than normal in a game. It was last up back in the 10th inning. We're here in the 13th. 2-0 count for Morris. Working out of the stretch with nobody on. Fires one over the plate for a strike. Two one count. Grounder towards short. Davis. Another routine ground ball for the Umpqua infield. 2 down. And it's just been kind of an odd day here. Neither team has really been able to square up these pitchers all that well. We haven't had a ton of hard hit balls. And a couple in game 1, a 3-0 victory for Chemeketa. They took the opener. But here in game 2, it's not been a lot of hits for 1, and 2, it's just been balls in play have been rather routine balls. And defensives have been making the plays behind the pitchers. Morris misses on his first pitch to Slater Suma. The right fielder has 2 hits in this game. We'll foul one off. He has half of the hits for the Chemeketa Storm. For a while there, he had all of the hits for Chemeketa. But Dylan Cuff and Wyatt Hooper have since gotten hits. Pitch outside, 2-1 count for Suma. Two balls and a strike with 2 out and nobody on for Baden Morris. The freshman out of Grants Pass into his second inning of work. Gets a pop fly, foul territory, chasing, but Metzger will not get there. He might have had a chance. He kind of let up thinking, I think maybe either lost it or thought that ball might carry a little bit further, but it did land in playable territory just shy of the on-deck circle for Chemeketa. Probably was going to end up being out of his reach, but I thought for sure it was going out of play based off of his reaction. A 2-2 count. Check swing didn't go around. A tag applied by Allen, but they're not going to say that the check swing was good enough for a swing and a miss. So the count goes full. Suma, the 3-hitter in the lineup, waiting on deck. Dylan Cuff, the cleanup hitter. Ball 4. That one close, just missing. And Suma, who checked his swing up just in time, draws the walk with 2 outs. That is the first walk for Baden Morris issued. 6 walks total in this one for the UCC pitching staff. They've got 8 strikeouts between the 3 pitchers that have come into this game. Off speed stays upstairs. Well, elevated ball 1 to Dylan Cuff. Cuff had a single his last time up. That was against Jaden Lucas. Had a sharp ground ball just out of the reach of Aiden Metzger. Takes high and inside, a 2-0 count. 8 strikeouts in this game for UCC pitchers. On the other side, 14 strikeouts by the Chemeketa pitchers in this one. 2-0 count. Morris with a man at first, delivers in and gets a strike. Two outs with 1 man on. Pickoff throw to first almost gets away, but a nice job by Marble to come off the bag and make the catch. Two 2-1 pitch. That one out towards right field, hooking into foul territory. Carried down the line quite a ways. If he had straightened it out a bit, it would have been trouble. But that one slicing into foul territory, just past the bullpen for the Riverhawks down the right field side. And we continue here with a 2-2 count for Dylan Cuff. Scoreless ball game in the 13th, and it's outside. The count will go full. Our day started with game 1 of this doubleheader at 12:05, first pitch of game 1. We are still going here in game 2 as we're in the top of the 13th. 3-2 pitch, ground ball left side. It's picked up by the shortstop, and Davis will not get it to first in time from deep in the hole. Up to second base goes Suma, and a 2-out infield single for Dylan Cuff, who has his second hit in the ball game. And they've both been ground balls to the left side this time. Can't quite get it into the outfield, but finds that spot deep in the hole at short. Davis, a long throw across the diamond, just not a chance to get it there. Fifth hit in the ball game for Chemeketa. 2 runners on with 2 outs. First pitch from Morris misses. A 1-0 count to start for Broden Curtis, who flew out to left field his last time up. He is 0 for 4 in the game with a walk. The 1-0. Hits one sharply at short. It is knocked down. A throw across the diamond by Davis. He had to get creative with it. He pulled that one down at short, hopped into his glove. He knocked it down, bobbled it a bit. Was looking to second base, but Thompson wasn't there in time, so he picks it up and throws it across the diamond and will be able to get Curtis at first base to keep this game scoreless. Nice job by the freshman Taylor Davis at shortstop, and we are still scoreless through 12 and a half innings. We head to the bottom of the 13th on Riverhawk TV. First pitch of the bottom half of the 13th inning. The home half here for the Riverhawks bounces into the plate for ball 1 against Noah Kiley, the DH. Checked into this game halfway through, and this is his third at-bat. He has struck out twice. He takes in the dirt for ball 2. 2-0 count for Kiley. He has struck out. Both of those times have been against Julius Bolstad, the reliever. Bolstad misses low. Bolstad is the reliever, and he's officially gone longer than the starter, Remy Daravivan, who pitched 6 innings in this scheduled 7-inning game. Down the middle for a strike on the 3-0 pitch. This is the 7th inning of work for Bolstad. There is an arm getting loose. As ball 4 issued for Kiley, he'll get on. The leadoff and game-winning run is on base. The arm throwing in the bullpen is Andrew Yost, the sophomore out of Albany. An experienced guy back from last year. Looking to try and bunt the runner over into scoring position. It's fouled off by Aiden Metzger. Metzger has put down 2 bunt singles in this one. Couldn't get that one to stay in fair territory. Pickoff throw to first base is close, but not close enough. Bolstad, an 0-1 pitch. Whew. What are we calling here? That pitch came inside. Metzger was trying to get out of the way. It hit him maybe on the hand. He took off, started to take off for first, but got quickly called back to the plate. It's going to be a foul ball for strike 2. So Metzger back at the plate with an 0-2 count. And the pitch sailing behind his head. Bolstad looks like he is starting to wear down out there. He has walked 1, and that one missing quite a ways away from plate. He's a reliever. He's not probably, I guess he has started 1 game, but probably not very many games where he's gone 6+ innings. Throw over to first base, check on the runner, back in safely. Goes Kiley. The 1-2 pitch to Metzger is elevated. And it evens things up. 2-2 pitch from Bolstad. Metzger waits. Takes low and outside. The count goes full. Lane and Swak also going to extra innings in their second game of their doubleheader. Ball 4 issued on the full count pitch, and there are back-to-back walks to start things off here in the 13th. The full count pitch just missing high and inside. Metzger draws the walk down to first. Kiley goes to second. And Bolstad appears to be staying in this game. We might be, we're going to put Tristan Schaefer in as a runner for for Noah Kiley, out at second base. And they're giving Schaefer, I think, the communication devices that communicate to the runners what they're planning on doing. So pinch runner is going to be Schaefer. That's a speed upgrade no matter who it is out there. He is one of the fastest guys on the team, if not the fastest. Bunt put down by Allen. It'll be picked up by Bolstad, who throws to first to get the out. That is the second sack bunt of the game for Ben Allen. And it's going to put 2 runners in scoring position, and now I believe we're going to get our pitching change with 1 out and 2 in scoring position. The sack bunt put down by Allen, fielded by Bolstad, through to Sawney at first base. Second baseman covering the bag. Metzger going to second. Schaefer going to third. 2 runners in scoring position, and a new man coming in to pitch for the visiting Chemeketa Storm. Chemeketa took game 1 3-0. Riverhawks trying to earn a split in a scoreless game 2. We're in the bottom of the 13th. Pitching change. Back in a moment. The new man on the mound is going to be Liam Petty, the right-hander, making his 6th appearance on the season. He will face off against Caden Kunert, who takes a big cut at the first pitch he sees for strike 1. Petty takes over with 2 runners on. The only one that really matters is Tristan Schaefer running at third. He would be the game-winning run if he can come in to score in this scoreless game here in the 13th. Pitch outside from Petty. 1-1 count with one out. Kunert at the plate. The infield all playing in. Kunert chops one up the middle. That will get through, and we got a ball game. Final 1-0. Kunert wins it for the Riverhawks. Caden Kunert comes through with a chopper up the middle to drive in Tristan Schaefer from third, and the Riverhawks will finish this one in a 1-0 victory here in Game 2. The teams will shake hands at home as the Riverhawks get the 1-0 final and split with Chemeketa here on this Thursday. A 13-inning affair will go in favor of UCC. The bottom of the 13th, 2 walks put them on, and the Riverhawks able to take it here in extra innings. A wild day of baseball here. That was a pretty good day of baseball. As the Umpqua Riverhawks able to split, but we had 2 pretty competitive games. Especially Game 2 here, 13 innings before we wrap this one up. That hit by Kunert, that would be just the 6th hit, make that the 7th hit in the ball game for Umpqua. Let's see here. So 1 run on 7 hits. The Umpqua Riverhawks finish with 1 error, and they will have a lot of guys left on base. We'll tally that up. On the other side, no runs on 5 hits, and you had 2 errors in this game for the Chemeketa Storm. The winning pitcher for this one, it will be Baden Morris will get the victory for Umpqua in relief. He pitches 2 innings in this one, and then taking the loss will be Julius Bolstad for Chemeketa. And let's see here, Bolstad with the loss. He goes to 0-3 on the season. And on the other side for the Umpqua Riverhawks, I believe that Baden Morris will go to 1-0 on the year, but let's take a look-see here. Baden Morris, actually, sorry, he goes to 3-0. 3-0 on the season for Baden Morris with that victory. Wild one here today. Hope you enjoyed it. A long one. You got your money's worth in this one. Scoreless for 12.5 innings, and the Riverhawks put one across in the bottom of the 13th. With 2 runners in scoring position, Caden Kunert, with the infield drawn in, just chops one up over the mound and into the outfield. Got it between Rice and Sonny up the middle, and that was good enough to drive in Tristan Schaefer for the game winner. Cam Hartzell, Jaden Lucas both came in and pitched really well. They combined for 11 innings of shutout baseball, allowing just 3 hits, but neither will factor into the decision. Baden Morris comes in, gets the win with 2 innings of work. In those 2 innings, he gave up 2 hits, but no runs. And he had 1 walk, no strikeouts in his performance. Liam Petty pitches, does not get credit for any portion of an inning because he faced just 1 batter and did not record an out. But Julius Bolstad, 6 1/3 innings, and over that time, he allows just 2 hits, but he gives up the 1 run after giving up 2 walks in the 13th. He finishes with 3 walks and 7 strikeouts, but he takes the hard luck loss in that one. Not a lot of offense for either side. 5 hits in this game for Chemeketa. Let's see here. Slater Suma ended up with 2 of them. He also walked twice. Dylan Cuff ended up with 2 hits in his last 2 at-bats. Let's Let's see here. Wyatt Hooper had a hit in his 2 at-bats as he was the 3rd man to hit in the 8th spot in the lineup. He goes 1 for 1 with a walk as well. And those are the hits in the game for Chemeketa. On the other side for Umpqua, Shiloh Wilson had a base hit in his first at-bat hours ago. As we finish this one up, let's say at 5:05. So just a little shy of 3 hours in that ball game. I would say 2:47 is going to be our official time in that one. On the other side, so Shiloh Wilson with a hit. Jackson Thompson had 2 hits in this one. And let's see here. Noah Kiley scores the only run of the game. Actually, that was Tristan Schaefer scoring for Noah Kiley when they made the pinch runner. Aiden Metzger finishes with a couple of bunt singles. Ben Allen gets a base hit, and Caden Cooner has the RBI single to win it in the 13th. So the Umpqua Riverhawks will get the victory, and that'll snap a 2-game winning streak for Chemeketa. They split here. The Riverhawks go to 8-4 on the year, now 4-2 in league play. Chemeketa is now 3-13 on the season and 2-4 in league play. Up next for Chemeketa, they will be hosting Mount Hood Community College on Sunday, an 11 o'clock start time for the doubleheader. And the second game scheduled for 2 o'clock. Up next for the Umpqua Riverhawks will be at home here against Clackamas on Wednesday next week, noon and 3, your scheduled start times for those games here from Champion Car Wash Field. We'll have those for you on Riverhawk TV. All right, folks, we've been on the air long enough, so I think we'll probably wrap it up there. Thanks so much for tuning in for the broadcast here today. Without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. I'm Joey Keeran. We'll talk to you coming up next, next Wednesday when we have a doubleheader between Umpqua and Clackamas. Game 1 starting at noon. We'll be going on just ahead of that, and we'll have the coverage for you right here on Riverhawks TV. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday night, everybody. From the Umpqua Basin, I'm Joey Keeran.